Hey guys, so ever since the walk, I had to go to um, Louisiana straight away and work out there for a couple days. So, basically, chapter one, I summed up and it didn't end, but it, I celebrated my 1 year in recovery, which is super awesome. But I'm going to, of course, go through some different emotions that I read about. And I know that my doctor and other doctors that I've spoke to that I've been in contact with during the project, and I still, of course, have a long way to go. Now, what happens is I either really focus on myself and self care in order to keep that going, or like I said, I'm starting chapter two of the next year, and that's when I'll be traveling more. But today, I think I officially um, figured out what the next chapter is going to be for me. Um, and it's a hard one. I don't believe in regrets at all. I believe that the things we do wrong are lessons. Um, and within those lessons, you learn how to be stronger. Um, it either breaks you down or builds you up, and that's hard. Those are hard things to learn, or you just do them again, and you learn how to do them better. I don't know, but there should be no regrets in your life. But you're allowed to want to change things that have previously happened that just things that you wish could have gone better. Um, a really, a really tough one for me is when Colin, my husband, was sick. Um, we've been together for about 21 years. And during a lot of that time, um, I had to create this, not amazing, but I had to do my best as a parent um, for them to not feel awful, and to just still be kids, and so that required a lot of hospital visits for Colin, and then it was a lot of stuff as far as me still, even down to you know playing hide and seek, just creating something where they could still be kids, and it was hard, and it still is hard, because although I couldn't change any of it because he was so sick, every time I have discussions with Callista, um, it comes up. And as a mom, or as a parent in general, you want to do things better, or just different, in a sense of, nowadays we have to adapt to what's around us because there's so many things that they're growing up with that we didn't have. So for me, you know, there's a lot of confusion during the time that Colin started to gradually get worse. I started developing habits, and that's when I started developing most of the anxiety that I deal with today. And I'm working on it, and it's really hard because not only did I develop these feelings, but there were so many years that, it'd be 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And it was just, so it'd be like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'd be getting Callista up, and Colin would be in pain, and I'd have to go to the hospital, and I would sit with her, and at the same time, you just do what you need to do. And so every time I try to keep that connection with Callista and I try to talk with her, something more comes out. And now that she's a senior, I'm so proud of her, and I'm so just in awe of the person she's become. She has a beautiful heart, and she's just doing things, and I'm very confident that she's going to do good things. And but as we speak, as she gets older, more and more things come out. So what came out today was in anger and in hurt and in frustration. She talks about her dad being sick and coming to terms at a young age that her dad might die. And so, did I know that she probably felt like this? Absolutely. And I've talked to it, about it to them. And it's hard. And so I feel like this next chapter is just going to be, something along the lines of, we're not going to go backwards, but we're going to try and create some kind of healing with all of those situations. My kids mean the world. I mean, I would give them my last breath. I would, hurt in such a mean way anybody that even touched my kids, just, I mean, there's no way that my kids are never, ever, ever, ever gonna feel sad and scared and not know that they don't have somebody right there to fight for them. I want that for them. I want them to know that, and I want them to know that I will do anything in my power for them at just at all cost. And today was really hard. As she gets older, I don't want her to resent me and not be able to talk to me about things because she doesn't understand, but we both feel the same way about him being sick. And she told me, Mom, I had to grow up a long time ago because I wanted to help you. And I believe your kids should be kids. Let them be little for as long as you could possibly let them enjoy that innocence that they have before they have to really grow up. Because we all know what it's like and what this world is like and how ugly people can be. And I'm not saying that I am not teaching them that, but they deserve to keep that innocence for as long as possible. And I felt like I didn't get as much as that as I give to my kids. And so that was the difference that I try to make. But regardless of what I try to do differently, I feel like I'm still at the same crossroad. So this next chapter in my life is just going to start with healing and how mental health affects you trying to deal with things that you try to heal within yourself and not carry that on to anyone else, not blame anybody else, but just to heal you. So self-care is all part of recovery. No matter how I look at it, like it's going to be like that forever. And I'm going to be broken down at one point where I'm not going to know which way to take. And I just ask that you share and support as much of me as you can, because it is hard to talk about a lot. Yeah, I have a psychiatrist, therapist. I have people that support me in my own circle. But please share, share my Instagram. It just takes one person. That's the hashtag. Share my YouTube channel, Irene the Suicide Survivor. Just help me to help somebody else, so that way I know for myself that it might help somebody hearing my story and other people's story, and just everything about it. It helps with the healing process. But I had to jump on. I literally just 30 minutes ago had this conversation with her. And you don't want to see your kids hurt. And I felt that with her. I felt like my baby was hurt. And I just wanted to grab her and hold her as if she
fell and scraped her knee. But she didn't want that. So I need to work. I need to face that, and I need to talk about it and continually show her that it's okay. And so I put my old journals away, and it's time to start the second one. So just listen, I guess. If you're following me, just listen.